Getting high off toads is a new trend in psychedelics. People are going to these retreats to smoke secretions from the Sonoran desert toad, often called Buffo. And in some cases, they're paying up to $9 grand to do it. It makes people feel euphoric. Some people say the drug is capable of repatterning your brain. In that case, get me a toad right away. A lot of times, people call it the God molecule, because it apparently can make you feel like you're dying and then returning to life. Before we play this video for you, here's a heads up. It's pretty wild.
Oh my God!
To get the venom, they pet and basically milk the toads and use one of the toxins in the excretion to make crystals that can be smoked. These retreats that perform the smoking ceremonies are now starting to pop up all across the country. Ishka owns one of these retreats in Utah. When they smoke these crystals of toad venom, what is the first thing that usually happens and how long does it last?
So we dose it out and then they will inhale it. Usually it takes about maybe 30 seconds for them to get into the experience. They can experience everything from just a euphoric feeling to also moving through what I like to call death and resurrection.
Death and resurrection. Could you expand a little bit about that?
Well, there's a lot of information to be gathered in that experience of what we call death, but taking them to the cusp of that is where you can actually have them begin or anchor into the transformation, really. Most people, when they have an experience as one like they're dying, they're definitely not going to go back to what they used to do before. So anytime you hear like near-death experiences, working with the Buffo is very much like a near-death experience. And once they're able to understand how to bring themselves back, meaning resurrect themselves, they then come out of that experiencing themselves much of a superpower, and then they can heal anything for themselves.
Okay, so it's a therapeutic experience. You, I'm sure, have smoked the toad venom. What have those experiences been like for you personally? Absolute
ecstasy, complete ecstasy. That's complete bliss. It's very much in connection with God, but God can be many different things to different people. And so it allowed me to definitely understand myself in context to everyone and everything around me. You definitely don't take this medicine and then come out of it wanting to go back to what you experienced before, because it is so euphoric.
How did you feel like you were a part of the cosmic experience?
The cosmic experience, yes. Well, what the medicine showed me was that I was the truth in everyone and everything. Wherever there was truth, that's where I existed. And that truth was seeking expression. It was seeking to be observed. It was seeking to be felt. It was seeking to be heard. And so it allowed me to understand myself, very much a part of the human existence, rather than seeing myself as separate from everyone and everything. I saw myself as a part of everyone and everything, and that I contributed to a greater whole, rather than just a singular being.
Did you experience God?
I experienced myself, yes, as a God, absolutely.
As a God?
Yes, that I was the creator, and I'm the creator of all things that I have in my life. Everything that is in and around me, in my environment and in my existence, I had a part in that creation.
All right, well, thank you very much. Ishka,
yeah,
I am considering going on a retreat out there. There may be some people that want me to go and that don't want me to go. So we're going to have to decide if a God molecule is something that I'm going to be smoking. And we'll let the audience find out if I do come on your retreat. Thank you so much for sharing this experience with us.
You're so welcome.
And be safe out there in the desert, okay?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, all right. So maybe we'll put a poll out to see if the audience thinks I should go on the retreat. We'll put that up on our social media. Water's window. I just discovered this. I had no idea.